Hello, Jim Weaver. I'm back again. I know it's been a while since I've done any video blogs. Been very busy lately. But this one is a very important one, and it really relates to principles that I teach my students right away. Uh, I call it the 5 R's, basically. And what this practice is really a complete practice on its own. And it's really practices that I've gleaned from a few different schools put together, but you'll find all the elements of all of these in all of the different schools, usually. Um, and some of them will emphasize various parts. The different schools will emphasize different parts of these practices more than others. I call them the 5 R's. Basically, what it comes down to is the first R is receiving, to open up to receive the energy to work with. We use 3 palms together for that, and that's the opening and closing practice. We want to start by receiving and end by receiving. In Kabbalah, basically, that's what Kabbalah means, to receive. So what we want to get from the higher energies is that receptive openness in order to receive the energy to heal ourselves or others, or just to have the life force flow through us. So the first R, receiving, 3 palms together. Relaxing. We have to be able to, that's the second R, relaxing. Inner smile practice. In order to relax, to receive, we have to relax. But as the energy starts coming in, we relax. Once we're receiving, we can relax and let the energy flow through us and circulate through us. And inner smile, the second R, relaxation, allows the energy to permeate our meridians, our cells, our whole body, our whole system. That's really what we want with our practice. The third R, rooting, grounding, putting our roots down in the earth, sinking. We got to give everything to the earth. Put all of our weight down. We want to reach the bottom of everything and have a foundation to work from. Again, most traditions, if not all of them, emphasize rooting or grounding. We really want to do that, or earth to earth the energy to ground ourselves. We want to have a strong base to work from. And then we can build our energies up from there. So we've got 3 R's so far out of the 5. We've got receiving, relaxing, rooting, and then another R, the fourth R, is rising or reaching. We want to raise our energy level. We want to reach up to the heavens. We want to receive that heavenly energy. So we want to reach up and put our invitation out to the stars to receive their heavenly energy. And really, that's one of the major goals with Qigong, is to connect with the energy of the universe or heaven. There's earth, there's man or woman, and heaven. Those are the 3 major energies, and they work with the 3 major energy centers or dantians in the body. Earth, the human level, mankind, and the heaven level, heaven. So that's the fourth R, which is to rise up to the stars, to reach for the stars. So we're getting all those energies coming in right now. We've got the first one, which is receiving. We're receiving Qi on a basic level. We're relaxing. We're allowing the Qi to relax into our body, flow through all of our cells. We're rooting the energy, grounding it, putting our roots down, and we're taking that energy and rising up, reaching up to the heavens. The final R, and none of this is absolute. You can work with all these energies in a different sequence also, but this sequence I found for myself, tends to set me up for any other kind of practice best. Revolving. We take the energies that we've received, that we've relaxed, that we've rooted, that we've risen in our bodies, and we revolve the energy. We revolve it. We circulate it in the microcosmic and macrocosmic orbits. The microcosmic just runs through the torso, the head, like this, through the spine, through the brain, down the mouth, down the front of the body, the front channel, the Ren channel, up the Do channel, up the back. And when you do that, that's the microcosmic orbit. It circulates the Qi through the organs, through the meridians, through the nervous system. Then there's the macrocosmic orbit, and the macrocosmic orbit runs down through the legs, down through the earth, up the legs, up the back, through the arm channels, all the way over and through, down the front. So it does that whole circuit, basically down the backs of the legs, up the inside front of the legs. And then it makes like a figure 8. It goes like this. It goes up the back, down the front, down the back, into the earth, up the front. And that's the basic macrocosmic circulation. And, different practices are going to emphasize different parts of that and different ways of working towards that. This particular practice, the 5 R's I'm going to give you, facilitates building that energy and circulating it. So let's jump right into it because I don't want this video to be too long. And really, my students that I've worked with for several years are going to be familiar with this, and it's going to be a foundational practice video for them that they can do daily, and they'll have all the inside insights and internal visualizations and ideas to work with. But I'm going to put this out there for everyone to do. It's very simple. It's very basic, and it will give you foundational practice to work with any other type of Qigong or energy work system. And I recommend it, the 5 R's. Again, receive, relax, root, reach for the stars, or rising, and revolving. Very, very important. Let's go ahead and start. And we're going to start with the basic stance. All of this can be done sitting, too, in a chair. You can do it sitting. Same basic principle of the receiving, relaxing, rooting, rising, and revolving. Same thing. You can do it sitting or standing. I'm going to show it standing because I recommend it standing. Because standing is, you're going to build a better stamina in the body and energetic structure. Sitting's fine too, if that's all you can do. And if you just feel like doing it that way for that day, do it. So here it is. Start with 3 palms together. And you can just press into the Lao Gong points just to activate them. It's something I do unconsciously. I don't even think about it. I take my middle finger and I press it into the palm. And I picture the palm growing larger. There's different ways you can do that. You can point the fingers at the palm. And just like there's a laser point, just activating. As I pull away, I see the palm growing larger. Pull away. I point at the Lao Gong point. And you could take your time and do this and do it as long as you want or as fast. I tend to do it very fast. I've been doing it for many years. Just press into the palm and get a feeling for my palms expanding. And now they feel warm. I'm already activating them. I'm going into the stance right away. It's good to do some stretching and some warm-ups before this if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. And basically, you want to find the middle ground of where you stand. The feet preferably are straight forward, but they could be splayed a little bit if that's comfortable for you. You want a solid base. You want to be about shoulder width or a little wider if that's comfortable for you. My tailbone is just tucked a little bit. My chin is tucked in just a little bit. You don't want to be real rigid and locked up. You want to be relaxed. You don't want to be too upright or leaning back or forward. You want to be just right. Right in the middle. And again, a little room under the arms for the Qi to flow. Everything's round and soft. My knees are bent slightly like I'm sitting on top of a large stool. But my body's upright. I feel like there's a string holding me up And I've got roots from my perineum down through my legs, going down into the earth. And we're gonna start off by holding a chi ball in front of our lower dantian. We're gonna work a lot with this center to start with. We want to really build up a good reservoir of chi in here. Later on, we work upward into the higher dantians. These are cauldrons also, but they tend to work more with the refined chi. We take the chi, we refine it into finer and finer energy. So we're holding the chi ball, and I'm going to go into 3 palms together, and I start by just relaxing, completely just dropping into relaxing, tongue on the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Very, very important, because we want to connect the front channel with the back channel, the Ren and the Du channels. That's the switch. We want that connected. So tongue on the roof of the mouth, the shoulders relaxed, the jaw relaxed, chin tucked in, and the head pulled up and back just a little bit. You don't want to be straining to hold any of this. Just relax. You can shake out a little bit if you like. Just to relax, roll around a little bit. And I'm going to go into 3 palms together now. And when I go into 3 palms, this is a Tibetan practice. It's like I'm pulling dough apart. My hands are coming up. Everything's remaining round, like I'm holding a large tree trunk. My fingers come up one at a time, starting with my thumb, my index, my middle, my ring, my little finger. My shoulders are still dropped. I'm coming up. My hands are coming together, but the middle finger is touching first. The middle finger's touching first. Palms coming together very gently. And my crown is open, and I'm drinking in fresh chi. And it's pouring down my central channel, down into the core of my chest. And I'm just letting it spread through the body. And you could picture that chi or not picture it. Just get a feeling for that torrent of chi pouring down through your core. And I'm going to turn the fingertips down toward the ground. And as I do, the chi continues down the central core of my body. And I'm filling up this lower reservoir. I'm filling it up with fresh chi from the universe. I'm receiving chi. Going for round 2. It's usually done in sets of 3. The fingertips come up one at a time at about shoulder level. And it's continuous flowing movement. I don't stop to raise the fingers. Again, my palms come together very gently, but the middle fingers touch first. And what that does is activate the crown and the central channel. It awakens those points in the body, and we drink in a fresh waterfall of chi. Drink it down through the core of the body. Let it relax through the body. Pour it down through the core, down into the lower dantian, filling up that lower cauldron, that lower reservoir. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. Again, everything rounded and soft, shoulders relaxed. I'm maintaining that posture of sitting on the stool. Going for round 3, usually done in sets of 3. The middle fingers touch, palms come together. I'm drinking in fresh chi. If saliva gathers in your mouth, that's a very good sign. You want that to happen. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. You can swallow that saliva down as the chi flows down through your core. Fill up the lower dantian. Okay, so we've done 3 palms together. We've done 3 sets, which is great, which is what's recommended. You can always do more. It's its own practice also. Now we've done the receiving. Now we're going to do the relaxing. So we're going to bring the hands up in front of us. I'll give you a better view like this. And we're going to picture the rising sun coming up over the horizon. And we're going to smile to the sun from our third eye. Feel your third eye smiling, your forehead. And you're going to vacuum and pull in and magnetize in. You're going to attract the golden light of the rising sun coming right into the forehead. And it's relax. Relax the shoulders. Relax the elbows. Relax the wrists. And just absorb, drink in, pull in towards your forehead that golden smiling light. And let it spread into the forehead. The eyes relax. The brain, the frontal lobes of the brain relaxes. And we're going to guide it through the eyeballs. down through the nasal passages. We're going to smile it down into the mouth. So you're drinking a golden elixir, smiling sunlight. Mix it with the saliva. We're going to swallow it down. We're going to pour that golden light right into your heart. Go right into the core of the heart. Smile to the heart. Feel it warming up. Connect with the heart. Go right inside. Love your heart. Spread it out into the lungs. Smile to your lungs. Smile to all the lung cells. See them smiling back. They will communicate with you if you open that channel of communication. Down into the liver. Smile to the liver. Love your liver. It does a lot of work. Thank you, liver. We're going to spread that light into the kidneys now. Smile to your kidneys. Feel them warming up. Filling up with that golden smiling sunlight. See them blossom like beautiful blue roses. And the adrenals that rest right on top of the kidneys. We're going to smile down into the large intestine and the stomach, the spleen, the pancreas. Feel this whole mid-region of the body warming up and relaxing as you smile into it. The large intestine, the small intestine, the bladder, the sexual organs. Go right into the reproductive organs. Smile into them. Feel that golden sunlight flushing through all the cells. Relaxing, opening, receiving the energy. Smile into them. And we're going to bring the hands back up. And another wave comes in and we drink it in through the forehead. And it fills up our brain, our skull, like an inner sun right in the center of our skull. Inner sun lighting up the whole interior of our brain and our skull. The whole brain lit up like 1,000-petal golden lotus. Smile to the brain. Thank you, brain. Bring that golden light down through the core of the body. Guide it down like it's going down an elevator shaft. Down through the body. It's warming up everything in its path. Down to the lower dantian. Let it rest in the cauldron. And then we're going to let the sun expand and warm through the whole body. The rays spreading out in all directions through the whole body, through all the cells. The whole aura becoming a golden sun. And you're spreading that light out to the whole universe. Smile out to the whole universe. Golden light. Become a golden sun Buddha. And give your compassion, your light, your love, your happiness to everyone and everything. Bring your awareness back to the lower dantian. See the sun resting inside the cauldron. We're going to bring the hands back up to the sun on the horizon. We're going to drink in more golden light. We're going to pull it to the back of the brain. Smile into the medulla oblongata at the base of the brain. You can massage right there where the skull meets the neck. Massage it around in circles. It's a major gateway in the body. Smile that golden light right down the back. Let it pour down like a liquid sunlight, smiling, relaxing, energizing its way down the back. Let it spread through the shoulder blades, up through the supraspinal notch, the C7, where that notch is at the top of the spine. Let it spread down the back now. Let it flow down through the middle spine, the middle vertebrae, right through the core of the spine, relaxing each vertebrae as it's moving down through the back, spreading through the rib cage. Smile it down through the lower lumbar, all the way down to the sacrum bone, all the way to the tip of the sacrum. Smile all the way down the back like a waterfall of golden, smiling, warm sunlight. And feel a cold, dark weight sliding off the back. And let it go. Let the stress, let the tension go. And again, you can smile a golden wave in, down the front part of the body, all the way down. And you can bring in more light. Smile it down through the core of the body, down through the legs and arms, the core, all the way down to the feet and the hands. Another wave coming in. Smile it in. Let it flow down the back. Smile through all the vertebrae, your whole nervous system, your spinal cord. Bring the hands out a little ways from the body now. We've done receiving. We've done relaxation. So the whole body's warmed and relaxed. The chi is flowing free. Now we want to root. We want to root that energy right down through the earth. Bring the hands out a little ways from the body, like your hands are resting on a cushion or on balloons. Just relaxed. The shoulders relaxed, the elbows relaxed. Again, I'm sitting on the stool. The legs are bent. My feet are relaxed. I'm breathing from the lower dantian. Breathe from the lower dantian. And what we can do is we want to pulse the energy from the earth. We're going to picture roots coming down from the bottom of our feet, right from the center of the foot, down through the earth. And that bubbling spring points on the bottom of the feet, behind the ball of the feet, is opening up and starting to breathe right through those roots. And those roots reach down through the cool, dark soil, and they're getting longer and longer with each breath. And we're sending our breath down through our feet, down into the earth. And as we pulse back up, we're pulling in cool, soothing, healing, nurturing Mother Earth energy. And we're pulsing our breath down. We're giving her our breath and receiving the breath of the earth as we come back up. So we're sinking down a little bit, exhaling, inhaling, pulling, drawing, attracting earth energy up into our roots, into our feet, into our ankles, our shins and calves, up to our knees. We can breathe this energy right into our knees, right through our thighs, right into our hips, and we're letting that earth energy flow up our legs and fill up this whole lower portion of the body like a basin, filling it up. And what you want to do, ideally, is as you inhale, you're just tightening a little bit, real softly, the perineum, right at that point between the genitals and the anus. You're going to just draw up, or just tighten it just a little bit, not too hard, because if you lock it up, you close that gate. We want that gate open. We want the earth energy to be able to flow up and fill up this whole reservoir. So we're pulsing the energy up with our breath. Whereas we pull up, we're tightening the perineum slightly. As we exhale, we release it. We're pulsing that gate. The bottom of the feet. Breathe right through the bottom of the feet. You can also breathe through the palms, the earth energy. Get a feeling for that earth energy. Move them around. Feel that wave of earth energy rising up from the earth to greet you. As you drop down to the earth, you give her your weight, all your tension, all your struggles. Give it to the earth. She can handle it. She'll send you up nurturing energy like sap in a tree through your roots. This healing sap right up through your legs, right through your trunk, filling up this whole lower portion, this whole lower cauldron of the body. Fill it up. Feel it rising up with each breath. You may feel nothing at first. That's okay. With practice, you will. If you do this every day, I guarantee you'll get a real feeling of rooting and feeling that earth energy sending you energy. And it strengthens the earth field wherever you do it. Really strengthens the energy of the earth in the area that you work in. Barefoot, directly on the earth is always best. But you can do it indoors. You can do it with shoes if you need to. Whatever's comfortable for you. I recommend it barefoot if you can, because you're going to get more of an energy flow. But it's okay if you need to keep your shoes on. It's all right. It still works. Goes through everything. It permeates everything. We're breathing that energy up, breathing it up, and we can reach around and we're going to touch the sacrum bone, that triangular bone at the bottom of the spine, and we're going to massage it one direction and the other, spiral it around. We're going to turn the sacrum bone, spiral it around in circles, and the other direction, just to activate. We want that sacrum bone to breathe. And we're going to picture our tailbone growing very long and growing down into the earth. We call this the dragon tail. It goes right down through the earth. We're going to drop it into the earth and let it pierce the earth. And we're going to picture the sacrum bone growing very large, getting larger and larger with each breath. And there are 4 holes on each side of the sacrum. And those holes are breathing in that earth energy. And you could do this movement also with the sacrum. And you're going to breathe in, pull up on the perineum slightly. Breathe that earth energy in. Right through the sacrum, filling up this whole basin, this whole cauldron. Right through the legs, breathing through the bottom of the feet, breathing through the palms. You can also picture the energy coming up through the palms, cascading through the shoulders, and gathering again in that basin. And breathing right in the sacrum bone. Pulse the energy up again from the earth. Now that's rooting, one method of rooting. There are many methods. This is one way of doing it. And feel yourself sinking down into the earth. Your leg bones very, very long, reaching down through the earth, buried deep in the earth. Feel that your legs are very, very long. The leg bones buried deep in the earth. And the bones are breathing this energy right in, all the way up to your belly. Breathing it all the way up. You're pulsing the energy up. And we're going to turn the palms up now. We're going to go to the fourth R, which is reaching or rising. And we're going to feel all the energies rising up now, rising up, rising up, rising up. And we're going to picture the North Star shining above and behind us. Don't worry about picturing it perfectly. Just get a sense of connecting with the North Star shining above your crown. And it's right above you and behind your crown a little ways. And you're going to connect with the North Star. You're going to reach into the North Star. And you're going to see a beautiful purple light coming right in the back of the crown. Not the middle or the front, but the back of the crown. And you can take your hands and touch that back point of the crown. You'll know it. It's that notch on the back of the head at the top. And you're going to touch it with the two middle fingers. And just tap on it slightly or push on it or just massage it a little bit. And we're going to reach up and grab the North Star, the purple light. We're going to let it pulse down through us. Beautiful purple light. Drink it in. Beautiful purple North Star light. And just do your best. Let it pour through the whole system, all your organs, all your cells and tissues. Beautiful pulsing purple light all the way down into your roots. And just let that North Star pull you up from the back of the crown, and yet you're rooted deep in the earth, and that purple light is just permeating the whole body, pulsing down through you, showering over you and through you. We're going to turn the palms up again. This time the Big Dipper, the 7 stars of the Big Dipper shining right above you. See those beautiful red stars shining like red jewels, beautiful red light pouring over the crown. And this time we're going to activate the central point of the crown at the top of the head, not the back, not the front, the center part of the skull. You can touch it with the middle fingers. You can massage that area just to activate that central core channel in the body. It runs right down from the top of the head to the base of the perineum. And we're going to pour that red light in through us and let it wash through. Beautiful red, ruby, unconditional love energy. Red starfire, let it pour down through you. Beautiful red starfire, wash it down through all the cells, the organs, and the tissues, all the way down into the earth, even through the skeletal system. Beautiful red starlight. The Big Dipper is known for its exorcising properties. It tends to cleanse negative energies and entities out of the system. So it's a very protective, nurturing force for the nervous system and for the whole body and for the whole psychic and energetic structure. See that whole figure of the Big Dipper shining above you. And if you're not visual, don't worry about it. Just intend to connect with the Big Dipper. It's really all you need. And eventually it gets easier and easier. Beautiful red Big Dipper light pouring down through the body. And one last time, we're going to reach up again. And this time you're going to picture the North Star pouring its light into the cup of the Big Dipper, those 4 stars that make the cup. And it's becoming a beautiful violet starlight in the cup, and it's overflowing and pouring over you. And you're just going to gather all that violet light. Just gather and drink it in, drink it in. Any spontaneous movements or flowing body functions that happen, let them happen. If you feel that movement, that's a spontaneous Qigong movement. Let it happen. You're going to drink in that violet light. Just drink it in. You're going to let it flow through all the cells. And we're raising the energy of the body and the cells and the energy system by connecting with the heavenly energies. Beautiful violet light pouring all the way down and through you. All the way down. Wash it through. See your whole aura becoming a beautiful violet light. Your whole system and nervous system, all your organs cleansed and purified. Very high spiritual energy. beautiful violet energy. See, I really start to get these spontaneous movements when I do it. It's the chi moving through the channels. It's very good. And basically, we've done 4 R's now. We've received, we've relaxed, we've rooted, we've risen to the stars. Now we're going to take our hands, let them face toward the belly. We're just going to pulse those energies in the belly. That's really where we want them to gather, in here in the cauldron. And we're going to revolve the energy. So what we're going to do is, from here, we're going to reach down towards the earth. We're going to bend the knees. You don't want to bend forward. You want to just bend the knees a little bit, sink down. We're going to gather all that earth energy up through the inside and the front of the legs, inside the legs. We're going to pull like we're drawing water from a well. We're going to pull that earth energy up into the tailbone, up into the sacrum. We're going to breathe it up the back, over the top of the head, and inside the head too. Wash it through the head. We're going to remember the North Star, the Big Dipper, and the light of the sun shining in our forehead. We're going to mix it in our head. We're going to pour it down into our mouth. And we're creating a medicine here. So you've got the earth energy coming up. You've got the star energy coming in. Got the solar energy coming in. We're mixing it in the mouth like a medicine. You can roll your tongue over your teeth. You can also knock the teeth together and swallow that medicine down the front channel. Not down through the middle, not down through the back, but down the front channel, the Ren channel, down into the heart, smile into the heart. We're going to guide it down into the belly. We're going to guide it down to the perineum, that lower gate, and it's going to flow down the back of the legs, the outside back of the legs, down into the earth. We're going to give it to the earth. We're doing the macrocosmic orbit. Pulling in the earth energy up through the inside of the legs, bringing it to the spine, bringing it up the back, and it's going to naturally flow into the arm channels too, especially if you do it over time. Up the back, again, mixing it with the star energies. We're going to swallow it down the front channel, down to the perineum, down the legs, down the back. That's 2 circulations. We usually want to do 9. Bring it up through the legs, up the back, over the head, smile it down the front, down the backs of the legs, back into the earth. From the earth we come up the back, smile it down the front. That's 4 circulations. Up, down, 5 circulations, down the backs of the legs, up the front, up the back of the spine. 6, 7, 8. It's relaxed. Everything's relaxed. Don't force anything. One more time. Up the back. You gotta smile it down the front. Tongue on the roof of the mouth the whole time. Very important. You can swallow it down the front. You're gonna gather it in the belly. Pulse it in the belly with the hands. Now I've got a little room under the arms. My shoulders are relaxed. The elbows are relaxed. They're just open a little bit. The hands are open. I'm pulsing that energy that we've gathered and cultivated in the lower cauldron. I've maintained my posture. Let the breath get very soft. Pulsing the energy in the lower dantian. Get in touch with your lower dantian. Find out where it is. Now we're going to place one palm over the other. Usually men put their left palm down first, the right hand over. Women are the opposite. You put their right hand first, left palm over. You don't have to follow that if you don't want to. Just do whatever's comfortable for you. And you want the Lao Gong points, the palm points, to be aligned perfectly so that if you put something through your hands, they will go right through the center of the hand to the next center of the other hand. And we're going to circle 9 times clockwise. And I'm just rubbing right over the navel, and I'm picturing all the Qis gathering together in the cauldron into a beautiful pearl. 9 times clockwise, counterclockwise 9 times. And we're intending to keep this energy. We want to cultivate it. We want to build a bank account of Qi. And then finishing up 9 times clockwise. Smile down into the belly. Smile down to that pearl you've cultivated. And again, we finish with receiving. 3 palms together. The fingers come up one at a time. I'm reconnecting, communicating with the universe, just resetting everything. Coming back to the original practice. Again, feel that Qi between the arms and the hands. It may feel a little different from the first time we did it. The fingers come up one at a time at shoulder level. It's a flowing movement. There's no stops. And the slower you go, the more you're going to get out of it. If you don't have a lot of time, though, you can go fairly quickly. And just feel that Qi permeating the whole system through your core, gathering in the lower dantian. This is an opening and closing practice. Just this practice alone is great as a great practice. The middle fingers touch. Palms come gently together. I'm not really pressing my palms together very hard at all. It's like I've got a very precious item between my palms. I'm usually done in sets of 3. The fingers come up one at a time at shoulder level. Drink in that fresh energy. Relax. Relax. Let the Qi relax through you. Come back to the beginning. And it's like we're just holding that Qi ball that we've gathered. And you're relaxing. And when we finish, you can rub the palms together. Get them hot. Place them over the eyes. Drink in the Qi. You can rub the face up, around in circles. I'm going up and out. I want to open. I want to energize. Around the ears, up the face and around the ears. I'm going to rub the ears and get them really hot. Get the ears really hot. Get the ears really hot. You want to pressurize the ears. This helps open the ear canal. You want to do about 9 sets. Be careful if you have any injuries. We want to rub the ear from the top down the whole lobe. Pinch and pull all the way to the bottom. Several sets. Work your way from the top. Work your way down. I'm going to comb the scalp. Just comb the scalp. I'm going to fluff up the aura. This is where you take the hands, and I'm picturing my fingers really long, and they're combing through my aura. Combing through it. I'm taking all the rest of that static energy that may be there, and I'm gathering it up, and I'm throwing it in the earth and covering it up. I don't want that static Qi to come back. We're going to pat the inside left arm from the shoulder down. Turn the hand over, up the outside, over the head. The other shoulder inside the arm, up the outside of the right arm, over the head. I'm loosening up, breaking up any buildup in the kidneys, warming the kidneys up, also connecting it with the sacrum, rubbing the sacrum and the kidneys, warming them up. I'm patting down the backs of the legs all the way down to the ankles, coming around to the top of the feet, coming up the legs, tapping up, and the whole torso. And I'm picturing all the Qi flow free, relaxed, flowing. I don't want the Qi sticking anywhere. Tapping the thymus gland. Picture the thymus like a beautiful flower, opening, reblossoming. It tends to atrophy as we get older, so we want to feel that thymus gland opening, reblossoming, regenerating, because it helps with your immune system. Smile into the thymus. Just tap it lightly. And you can shake the body. And there's several different ways you can shake. You can start from the center of the body and work your way out to the outside. Or you can start from the outside and work your way into the center. You can just start with the knees and work your way up. Out to the hands. There's a lot of different Qigong shaking techniques. It's good to research them and look at alternate ways of doing it. And then I always, I do that for a few minutes if you can. Shaking's very, very good. You can do that anytime also. Always dedicate my practice to the masters, teachers, the gurus, and the students, and that all beings are free from suffering, that all beings are awakened Buddhas, and that we recognize that in everyone and everything, and peace and happiness and health for everyone. Thank you.